Okay, in our previous video, what we've seen is we looked at the sound code blocks and we checked out all of these code blocks. Now let's look at what the pen has to offer. If you're looking at the stage right now, there's nothing on the stage except sprite 1, but this sprite is capable of drawing things over the stage. We will not be able to understand what this clear is unless the cat has drawn something over this stage. In order to do that, there are two other code blocks that you require. One is the pen down and another is the pen up. For now, the color is set to blue. I'm going to leave it like that. And it's blue by default. And I'm going to say pen down, which means it's now the pen is down. And if this cat is to move over the screen, it is going to draw lines in the direction it's going to move. How can we check this? Say for example, I'll say move steps. So the cat has drawn here in blue line, and I will change the direction, turn to 15 degrees, and then I'll say move 100, and again turn 15 degrees and move 100. As you see, it's now forming a pattern. Turn 15 degrees anti-clockwise, move 100, and oh sorry, I'll just say just 90 because I already moved 10. So it keeps drawing from where it has started. That would be the effect of pen down. But if I want this cat to stop drawing, that's when I would go and say pen up, and this time when I ask the cat to move by 100 steps, it never drew anything. So that is with pen up and pen down. But if you would like to clear off the drawings that's already drawn by this cat over the stage, that's when you would go and say clear. It goes and clears everything. So a blue line was there before, and when I pressed clear, it went and changed, it went and cleared everything over the stage. Now the color was blue in color before, the pen color. Now you can actually select any of these colors from the available colors here. It starts off with red and orange, yellow, green, and magenta, and it goes to, oh no, sorry, it goes to blue, indigo blue, and magenta, and here again becomes pink, and then continues from red. So if I'm going to go use this color here, and I've set the pen color to green, and what happens, let's see. I'll say pen down. This time I'm going to do a pattern, a meaningful pattern. I'll say this, I'll say repeat, say I'll say repeat 10 times, and I'll say here move 10 steps. Instead I'll say move 25 steps. Alright, and move 25 negative steps. So it moves forward and moves backward, but we never use the pen down still. So it goes forward and comes back, and we got repeat 10 times, and I will say here turn for, sorry, go here, turn for 36 degrees. So it goes 36 degrees and moves forward, comes back, turns 36 degrees, moves forward, comes back, turns 36 degrees. This is what this cat is going to do. Now I will say here first pen down, then again pen up. Let's see actually this is randomizing itself. Each time we go into the pen, the color is changing. Before it went to before the first it was blue, later it changed its color to brick color, and then now it's showing green. Let's go experiment this code and see what this cat is going to offer us. There we go. So it went forward 10 steps, came back 10 steps back, turned 36 degrees, and you have 10 spikes here. Same thing can be changed. If you make this 36, it has to turn only by 10. Instead of 25 steps, I'll just make this 100 steps so that we will have a meaningful result. Yeah, actually a better result that we can see over the screen. But there's going to be a problem. See what's going to happen. I'm going to push this and it just went and drew on the top. That's why you use a clear at the beginning of anything before it's going to draw. And we would want this cat to go right in the middle. So for which we would say here, actually go to, first let it go to 0 and 0, and we'll press this. So it went and drew this pattern for us. So there are 36 spikes here, or you can say spokes, whatever it is. 36 times 10 is 360 degrees. It went and covered whole of the 360 degrees and made that pattern there. We can now, when we go back to pen here, see the color has changed. So each time you go into the pen section, the pen color is getting randomized. Now, how can we change this pen color each time to a different color? Say for example here, change pen color by 10. What does that mean? So when you set the color to red, if you say 10, 10, 10, 10, and it keeps going up to around up to 200. So there are about 200 colors for you to choose from this section here. Instead, what I would do here is I would simply say, I'll press escape, or it's not gonna accept. I'll just say yellow. Alright, I'll say change pen color by 10. Now you would know what happens now. If I say here, if I put this change pen color by 10, each time I press this, it gives me a different color. See that? So it gave me purple, red. Now it is in red. It became brown. As you see, it's going to go close to yellow. It's now become orange. Now it's getting lighter. Now it became yellow and green. As you see here, now it's green in color, and you can expect indigo color coming up there, and then again blue. Let's see. Let's check this out actually. Look at that. So it keeps changing the pen color all the time, and in no time it becomes blue. So the pen color keeps changing. So the pen color keeps changing before the code starts, and whatever the color 10 steps away from this color, as you see from here, so whatever the color 10 steps away from here, probably it will go again into pink color. Eventually it goes to red color. But what if I wanted something, if I want the spokes to be in different colors? So we just have to go and make a minor adjustment with the code blocks here. What you could do is, where there's a change pen color, you just have to drag that code out, and here repeat 36 times, and you ask the cat to move 100 steps. It goes 100 steps, comes back 100 steps here, and turns 10 degrees and repeats 36. If we wanted this wheel with 36 different spokes or different colors, you just have to go put this code block here. So it goes, draws a line, comes back, changes its color, draws the second line, comes back, changes its color, draws the third line, comes back, changes its color, up to the 36th line it goes, draws, and comes back. So let's check this out. Wow, look at that. You got a rainbow wheel there. So pretty much it went and changed all of those colors. But what if I wanted these spokes to be closely packed? Simple thing that you could do here is you can simply say 360 degrees, and you would say turn by only 1 degree. Then again, rather than changing the pen color by 10, I would simply say 1. Now we will have these spokes tightly packed, forming a kind of a colorful pinwheel or something, and it would have different colors. Let's go experiment with this set of codes now. I'm going to go press enter now. See what happens. Wow, there we go. Look at that. So it starts off with a blue color, draws a line, comes back and changes its color, changes the pen color by 1, and continues its journey again with another line and keeps drawing. It's still, although I set 360 spokes and I am turning by 1 degree, this time I'm going to go and say about 720 and change this by 0.5 degrees, and let's see what would be the result. It's now closely packed. Within 1 degree you will see there are 2 spokes, but still there are these little tiny white gaps. We will go look at it later, but this is what this cat has drawn. Wow. So if you're looking at, so you looked at how to change the pen color, and if you want to set a color, if you want to set particular color, you can choose it from here, or otherwise you can also set the pen color to 0, which is red, and all the way up to here is again pink color, which is 199. How do we know that? So I'll just get rid of this code here. I will say set pen color to 0, and you will only have red color. As you see, as I said, the pen color for the red is 0. Then again, if you say 175, let's check out what happens 175. As I told you, it will be pink color. If you see here, it goes all the way from 0 to 175 and again continues up to 200, and again 200 and 0 are pretty much the same color. I'll just stop those codes and I would go continue with that, and then you will have this pink color. Now we can also change the shade of this pen color. We would look at it now. Excellent. So let's actually have a look at this change pen shade by 10. So if I put this one here, it gets lighter and lighter by the time it reaches 100. Let's go look at that. Or we can say set pen shade to, say for example I would say here set pen shade to 100, and we'll see here light pink. Look at that. When I said set pen shade to 100, it became the lightest color of pink. And if I say set pen shade to 0, which means it becomes black in color, the darkest of any color is black. There we go. That's the darkest pink. Well, if you're looking at it, you won't even say that it's pink in color, but that's the darkest pink. That's what at least this cat thinks. If I'm going to set the shade to 50 and then press enter, that's my proper pink color. So you can change the shade of this pink from the darkest, which is close to black, to the lightest pink when you set it to 100.